Baby, can't you see I'm calling?
Hey, what's up you guys? It's Madeline. Thank you so much for tuning back in. It is about day 5 of me being on vacation in Alabama, and I'm not doing a day video today. I am focusing on toxic relationships and why you should not be in them. I am currently not in any because God bless, they've all just dissipated, but this was a requested video, how to deal with them if you can't get away from them, and like what to do, because somebody thought I would know a little bit about toxic relationships, and somebody was correct. So. The ice cream truck's going by. So what does a toxic relationship look like? You may not know that you're in one. You'll eventually find out. You'll figure it out on your own, I'm sure. But toxic relationships for me, maybe you can hear it better now. In my toxic relationship that I was recently in, that kind of just left me, which is great. I was the only one trying. Like, if you're to stop reaching out to this person and nothing happens, like you're basically not friends anymore, it's probably a toxic relationship. It probably was no good from the start. Really? Steamer and baked oyster bar, grilled and bushwhacked. There's a plane. I was in a relationship, a friendship that I was the only one putting forth any effort, and if I wasn't doing anything like to keep the relationship going, it just kind of would die off, and it did. It died off because I stopped reaching out, and they never reached out to begin with, so that was easy. But yes, if you're the only one trying, and like when, not that you need to get your friends gifts and crap, but like when you do and they're like, oh, that's so nice, and then they like never get you anything or care about you ever, you're probably in a toxic relationship, and that's not your fault, you know? I mean, you probably just didn't know that that was gonna happen. And another topic like built into this is givers versus takers. So I am a strong giver. I do not know how to receive gifts very well. Like, I'm getting a lot better at it, but I'm just awkward because I feel that I should be giving to people before I should ever be getting anything in return, which is, you know, that's how you like, a toxic relationship will build off of that. So like, takers will always be there ready to accept your gifts, you know, but they're never there when you're the one that's sad or you're the one that needs something, and if you need a ride somewhere, they're not willing to help you out, but they're willing to take everything from you. They're really only there when it makes them look better, you know, like when you are going through a struggle and they're like, you know, if you need anything, I am here for you, but they're never actually there for you, like, ever. That's a taker. They just want to look good. How to avoid a toxic relationship? I feel like you almost can't. Like, you can leave the ones that you're in, and when you realize it's toxic, you just gotta get out. But it's kind of hard to avoid them unless you know from past or from other people that they are just like toxic people. In my case, it's really just like takers that I feel are toxic. But another type of toxic can just be somebody that like leads you to bad things, whether it's like self-hate, drugs, or like all that promiscuous type of stuff, like just a distraction that is distracting you from the Lord or school or your family. Like, someone who is not good for you is a toxic relationship. It doesn't just have to be takers or people who don't appreciate you enough, but those are definitely at the top of my personal list. And when you're going to leave a toxic person, it's almost perfect because they won't chase after you. Like, they're not looking to make an effort. If they have to put forth effort, they're not going to, you know. That's how you know they're toxic, or that's how you know that the relationship's not important to them, because they're not going to chase after you. They're not going to be like, hey, do you want to hang out? They might be like, see you in public and be like, oh my gosh, I miss you, but like, if they did, wouldn't they like hang out with you? That was just me.
I will tickle you until you poop yourself. High five me.
No, don't do it.
Then high five me.
Say high five myself, girlfriend.
It's like people aren't aware that this is my recording studio. So, everything really relates back to spending time on yourself, and like praying that God would bring you new relationships that would enrich you and not break you down and not make you feel like you're unimportant. When you stop talking to the people that you usually do, you're probably going to be unhappy, and you're probably going to be lonely, and you're probably going to want to like try to start it back up, you know, like give them something, make them something, like, hey, oh my gosh, let's go get coffee today, or do you need me to do anything for you? How are you doing? But like, that's when you have to go back and you have to pray that like the Lord's gonna bring you enriching relationships, and like it's when you should find some friends at your youth group, or like maybe just hang out with your mom more. She's probably awesome. That's what I did. I mean, my toxic relationships ended really when my no men ended, and the Lord like immediately placed some women into my life that like love and care for me actually, and like are givers as well as takers, and it's just really worked out well, but it won't always. So, you know, God loves you, and He is always there, and He is the most giving relationship that you could be in, that like never expects anything other than your relationship in return. And that I love you, and that I've honestly gotten a lot of people contacting me, like asking me for advice and whoa, different things like that. So always feel free. My Instagram will be below if you want to DM me. It might take a while for me to like accept your request and like actually get your message, but I'll be there. And God's always there if you need a good conversation. If you're in a toxic relationship, whether it be a relationship or a friendship, like, you deserve so much better, and you can find so much better. Just look to the Lord, and seriously, DM me anytime. I will not judge anything you have to say, as long as you don't judge me. And I really do love you guys, and thank you so much for your support. And make sure you send this to a friend, or send one of my other videos to a friend. Even the one where I recap all my relationships, go ahead and send it to my ex, because it'll get me some more views. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, probably tomorrow or next week when I start back up on my regular weekly one a week channel. Bye.